Hello and welcome to this channel about cryptocurrency education. I've got one more good news for everybody who might be concerned a little bit about the Ripple case against the SEC and looking at, could other cryptocurrencies be affected as well? Because obviously from the SEC's point of view, they consider that XRP is a security. But if you're now in Cardano, invested in Cardano, in Dogecoin potentially, in Polkadot, and Uniswap, are there current risks for you as well? Now, first of all, before we start, personally, I think the SEC doesn't have a lot or very good, points against Ripple. I think throughout the whole case, it became sort of evident for many people that Ripple is probably going to win the case, but it still obviously harms the business of Ripple. Many people believe that the SEC doesn't really have a lot of a good foundation behind their claims. However, that only as a side note, it still affects the XRP price, and it affects the rollout of the let's say the Ripple project further, because partners or investors will be a bit careful as long as the SEC case has not been decided on. But then what happens if maybe the SEC decides to go against other cryptocurrency projects? And apparently an attorney of the United States, he looked at it, Jeremy Hogan he's called, and he looked at the so-called US Howey test, which determines whether an asset is a security on some of the leading cryptocurrencies. And he's already looked at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Tether and Ethereum before. And I think some of them were to be considered securities, which means or indicates that there could be a risk from an SEC point of view, or from an investor point of view, actually, if the SEC decides to go sort of against them as well. But looking at Cardano and Doge, they are considered quite safe. And that is good news again for Cardano investors, for Doge investors certainly as well. But this channel is mainly about Cardano, so that's why I'm talking about this. Talking about that these are obviously some of the biggest cryptos so far. And the advantage that Cardano has, they've actually made quite a smart move, because primarily the ADA tokens have been sold, or when they were launched, they've been sold in the Japanese market. And he says here that this was a genius move, because over or about 95% of the ICO was actually to Japanese nationals. It means actually that it is out of hands of the SEC. Of course, from there, because crypto is decentralized, it is international. From Japan, then the ADA coins found their way into the United States and obviously scattered throughout the world now. But they say in this article that this puts Cardano out of the reach of the SEC. And this attorney's point of view was that Cardano has a so-called SEC danger rating of 2.5 of 10, which is really low. And because Doge, I think, had no ICO, it is sort of even lower, that risk, But he says that Polkadot and Uniswap, they are sort of in danger a little bit. There is a bit of a higher risk, 5 of 10 and 4 of 10. But to be honest, what kind of risk this really is, I don't know, because personally my view is that they either Ripple might win the case or they will come to a settlement. And I think the SEC is sort of it's a bit embarrassing what they did actually. I think they I don't really find the right words here, but sort of some of their points they have and everything, it doesn't really make sense. And there were a lot of contradictions in the process, and I guess we won't really know what's going on until probably next year. But that will obviously delay the whole Ripple project a little bit, basically the rollout and everything and the mass adoption. But there you go. I think as soon as that is settled, Ripple will just go through the roof. And obviously with these good news here, Cardano as well is safe. One more point for me to invest in Cardano long term. And hopefully, there's a lot going on at the moment, especially with Binance and everything as well. I didn't do a video on that, on these latest news, because everybody's doing that on Binance. But there's a lot going on at the moment in the crypto space. A lot of states and countries going against Bitcoin and cryptos. But I'm sure it's always, you know, first of all, they laugh at you, then they fight you, and then at a later stage, you always win. That's how it works. That's how it is. That's why crypto will win. And yeah, that's where we are. All right, so hopefully you liked this video. If you did, then please smash the like button. And if you want to follow me on this crypto journey, then subscribe to the channel. Thanks a lot for watching and see you in my next video. Bye.